It's Monday the 4th of November. I'm just down at Bundella area this morning. I'm going to head back around through sort of Spring Ridge and back to Gunnedah that way. This area is sort of the far southwest corner of the Liverpool Plains. This is a field of canola that's not far off being ready to pick up. I just rubbed a little bit out. It's still fairly hard to rub out, so it's probably still a few days away. But with a change expected on the weekend, I think most of this stuff will get picked up pretty soon. It's got a few more brown seeds in it than the other stuff I've seen, so it'll be interesting to see what the quality's like in the end. I'll keep moving around. I'm just at Doug Campbell's place, down sort of on the Premer plain. I'm trying to walk into the field to take a video, and Jesus, I've nearly bloody fallen down these cracks in the ground here. But you can see the wheat down here is nowhere near as ready to be harvested as further north of here. Anything from about Spring Ridge south is a fair way away from it. I'll rub some out, see what it looks like. You can still see this, not as many white heads as further north, but there's still quite a few white heads in here, and the head count's quite low compared to what it normally would be for this part of the world. Fair enough, I'm up on a bit of a ridge here, so it might be better down on the heavier country, but it's not that great. I'm just a little bit west of where I was a second ago, sort of down on the Cox's Creek, black soil country now. One of Romani's blocks. It's looked pretty good from the road, but once you get down into it, it's a bit like everything else. It's sort of a bit thin, head count's a bit low. Though the grain count here per head's pretty good. I'm not sure what variety this is. A lot of the wheat around here is Spitfire this year, so I can only assume that it's probably something like that. But yeah, you can see it's well below the average yield for this part of the world, and probably still a month easy away from being harvested. Anyway, I'll keep heading along. It's north of Spring Ridge here. Been looking mainly at winter crops the last month or two, so it's a pleasant change to see a few sunflowers in and up. Obviously they'll be needing a little bit of rain here soon, or they won't be going too far. But yeah, looking pretty good considering everything. Bit patchy, I suppose. There's a few seeds missing here and there, but not too bad really. Yeah, I'm just north of Spring Ridge now, or northwest I suppose. Kuanini, on the Goran Lake Road. It's a crop of Belaroi durum. It's not far from coming off. Looks pretty ripe. Doesn't look too bad. I'll rub a little bit out and see what the grain looks like. Well, I'll just rub this sample of Belaroi out. It looks pretty good. It's going to have a few screenings issues. You can see quite a few small ones in there. Some of the other durum from the area has screened out as high as 9%, 10%. The economics in cleaning it down to 5% is probably there, but with the feed market expected to be strong and continue to be strong, it may well find its way into the feed market, which is a bit of a shame really. It's not bad looking durum, it's good high protein, so they'll get some good quality feed wheat this year if they pay the money. This is the same paddock, just from a different location that we were just looking at. As you go up the hill a bit further. Just standing here rubbing a few grains out. I'm probably only about a K or two away from where I was a second ago, and you can see the screenings are actually a little bit worse the further I come up the hill here, so it'll be interesting to see how it does vary once the header gets in. Flies aren't any better here. I'm just a bit further around on the Goran Lake Road now at Nuji, just overlooking Goran Lake. Usually there's a lot of wheat on this side of the road, but there's not this year. It's all on the south side. I think this is only about a day or two from coming off. I think it's still around 13-14% moisture, this one, but I'll jump off the back of the ute here and go in and have a bit of a look at it. Looks pretty good, really. Yeah, there's plenty there. I think a few of the crops, the wheat crops around here, have been averaging about 4 tonne to the hectare, which is a lot better than a lot of people had expected. Screenings are expected to creep up as it goes on, and I don't know, just looking at the crops around the area, you'd have to think that the yield is going to come back a little bit too. But geez, if we keep that average up in a year like this, it's showing how good this country is. Anyway, I'll rub some of this out and see what it looks like. Well, here it is rubbed out. It's not too bad. It's it's got a few small grains in it, but without throwing it over a screen, you really wouldn't know. But yeah, definitely a few small ones in it. But the protein looks pretty high. The bread wheat market's very strong for the high protein stuff as well. So it's maybe one of those years where wheat is wheat regardless, but it's not set by the lowest benchmark, it's set by the highest benchmark. Anyway, I'll keep moving along. Thanks. Still here at Nuji, just northwest of Spring Ridge. I don't know, it's about probably 50 odd K south of Gunnedah. It's a crop of Spitfire. It's one we were looking at there a minute ago. The head has been in it this morning. It's still about 14%, so it's probably you know, maybe late this afternoon or tomorrow sometime this will come off. But yeah, most of the country that's up off the heavier black soil is sort of coming in now, so we'll probably see a lot of harvesting getting done around the edges this week. Anyway, they've had the header in, so we'll go and grab a sample from the bin and this is the sample out of the bin on the header from that Spitfire we were just looking at. Doesn't look too bad. It looks very good in protein, that's for sure, and a few small ones in there. I'll throw it over a screen when I get back to the office, but yeah, it looks pretty good, really. We're just screening out that bit of Spitfire from Nuji. It looks pretty good. It weighed well. It weighed 82.6. And as you can see, there's bugger all screenings too. So yeah, pretty good.